This is the Toby LaGrange Show. With who else? Toby LaGrange. And it starts right now.
Hey everyone, Toby here with episode number 60 of the Toby LaGrange Show, coming at you from Collins Park here in Scotia. So why is Toby at Collins Park at 6:30 in the morning? Well, there's a topic that's been in the sports news lately that I want to talk about. So you see the diamond back there behind me. You know, lots of boys and girls play baseball and softball and have dreams of hitting that home run, throwing that no-hitter, getting that big game-winning hit, and moving on to play high school baseball, college baseball, into the minors and into the pros, and hopefully someday, if they're lucky enough and good enough, into the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose passed away not that long ago, and voila, now he is eligible for the Hall of Fame, and that makes me sick. That makes me absolutely sick. Look, did he bet on baseball as a manager? Yeah, he admitted it, and then said he didn't, then he admitted it again. Okay. Was Pete Rose, the nicest guy in the world and the person that you want your kids to go and idolize? Well, that's up for you to decide. In my opinion, no, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The Hall of Fame's stocked full of people that, beat women and did drugs and did this and did that. So in the scheme of things, why is sports betting, keeping him out if those infractions allowed someone to get in? I get it. As a manager, as a player, you can't bet on baseball. It's the integrity of the game. So it should have been on his plaque. He bet on baseball. Simple as that. As a manager, not as a player. He's going in the Hall of Fame as a player and as one of the best that ever laced up a pair of cleats and stood there on the diamond. So this is why what Bart Giamatti did by banning him from baseball, what Rob Manfield did, and all the commissioners in between really sticks to my craw. And same thing with the Hall of Fame itself. Now, the Hall of Fame doesn't, how do I put this? The Hall of Fame can put anybody they want into the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame committee can. They don't need Major League Baseball's approval, but they want it to keep the relationship nice between the two. So this is why I'm so ticked at the Hall of Fame, probably even more so than Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball just wanted to save face and keep doing what they were doing. They wanted Pete Rose out. They were going to punish him right up until he died. The Hall of Fame could have said, I'm sorry, but he's a Hall of Famer. And all the sports writers, probably worried about the credentials to Major League Baseball games, should have followed suit. In the end, Pete Rose died not knowing he was in the Hall of Fame. His family will get to know, eventually, assuming he had sinned, but I'm sure he will probably next year or the year after. His family will know, his friends will know, but he will not. And that was their whole point. And that just makes me sick. Major League Baseball needs to have a little integrity, and so does the Baseball Hall of Fame. I used to be a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame. You could purchase a membership, you get free shipping on goods, you get, tickets to the Hall of Fame and such. I've been a member for the last 4 or 5 years. Not anymore. I'm really disgusted by this. And any baseball fan should be. It's not that I'm a fan of Pete Rose. Never was, never will be. I don't agree with what he did. I don't agree with some of his actions later in life and such, but whatever. That's him. That's to each their own. I just can't stand the way Major League Baseball and the folks in Cooperstown screwed this man. And it's very shameful. It's a very, very bad image for the sport, very bad image for the Hall of Fame, and a very bad thing to teach our children. Thanks for listening to this episode. Sorry I ranted a little bit more than I wanted to, but I just had to get that off my chest.
Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Toby LaGrange Show. Remember to like and share this episode all over social media. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the LaGrange Media Productions channel. This has been a production of LaGrange Media Productions.